Hi everybody, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to talk about the present perfect continuous and the past perfect continuous. So I hope you like it. First we are going to talk about the present perfect continuous. Functions. When an action started in the past and continues into the present and may even move forward into the future. For example, she hasn't been doing her homework since last week. He has been learning French for 2 years. We have been working on this project since Monday. Mary has been reading that book for hours. In these examples, the action started in the past and continues in the present, and it may even move forward into the future. That's why it's present perfect continuous. And there are some time markers like since and for. The second function, when we want to give the idea of a recent event. For example, my aunt has been working from home lately. We haven't been sleeping well these days. My mom has been feeling happy recently. In these examples, it gives the idea of a recent event, and we also use words like recently and lately that gives the idea of a recent event. Structure. We need a subject, the auxiliary to be in present perfect, plus the main verb with the ing termination, plus the complement. Here are the rules to form the verbs with the ing termination. I have explained this topic before, so you can take a screenshot or you can watch my video about the present continuous. For the affirmative statements, we need the subject, the verb to be in present perfect, the main verb with the ing termination, and the complement. For example, they have been learning English for 2 years. And for the negative form, we just need to add not. For example, they have not been learning English for 2 years. And for the question, we just need to put the auxiliary to have at the beginning of the sentence. For example, have they been learning English for 2 years? This is the contracted form of the distance. Now the past perfect continuous functions. When we want to show that something started in the past and continued up until another time in the past. For example, we had been driving for 5 hours before he stopped to rest. Her parents had been arguing when I walked into the room. We had been living in that city for 5 years before we moved. In these sentences, we can use a quantity of time. That's why is the past perfect continuous. And the second functions is to show cause and effect. For example, she was tired because she had been running. My friend was exhausted because she had been cleaning the kitchen all day. In these sentences, there is a cause and effect, and that's why we use the word because. Structure. We need a subject, the auxiliary to be in past perfect, plus the main verb with the ing termination, plus the complement. For the affirmative statements, we need a subject, the verb to be in past perfect, plus the verb in the ing and the complement. For example, I had been studying for hours before the exam. In the sentence, there is a quantity of time and there is an action that happened before another in the past. And for the negative form, we just need to add not. For example, the team had not been practicing enough before the championship. And for the question, we just need to put the auxiliary had at the beginning of the sentence. For example, has she been working on the assignment before the date was due? That's all for today, guys. Thank you.